Hello friends! Today we're going to draw a shark. We're drawing this amazing shark. Woo! And we're gonna use letter V and letter C. It's gonna be easy. Let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay, our amazing shark is made out of letters. We're gonna start with the letter C for the big mouth. And we're gonna draw a letter C and then turn it around and go this way. So we're gonna draw our C and lots of V's. So this is gonna become our mouth, and V is gonna become our nose, and fin is gonna become from letter V. Yeah, we're gonna use letter V to create our fins right here too, and all our fins and all our teeth are letter V. So we're gonna do it nice and easy, super easy. Shark, let's get started. First, we're gonna need a regular piece of paper, and we're going to go ahead and write a letter C. So I'm gonna leave this here so you can see. And I'm gonna write a big, large letter C. And so on my paper, I am gonna start on this side, and I'm gonna write a letter C, large letter C. So I'm gonna start on about 2 fingers from the end of the paper, or 1 finger, pretty close, and then write letter C. Okay, large letter C. So about 2 fingers from the paper and write down letter C. Perfect. Now turn it around. Now you can see what the letter C becomes. It's like upside down C. Now we're gonna make like a moon shape. Do you see this part here? Looks like a moon, the red part. So go ahead and connect this part and this part to make a moon. Make a moon shape. Okay. And here is a lovely student example from a 1st grade. Wow, amazing artist. And here is another one with incredibly large eye. Look what a great job. Wow. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use letter V. We're gonna put letter V over and over, or a triangle shape. You're gonna put letter V's all over. Make them bigger, smaller, perfect, imperfect, doesn't matter. Now on the inside of the moon, we're gonna go and do this row of teeth. All right, looks like this. Just letter V over and over. Letter V, nice sharp. Some of them can be slanted to the side and crooked. You know, sharks have really sharp teeth, and they actually have lots more teeth behind there. They have double teeth, so you can put as many as you want. You can put teeth behind the teeth too. And I'm using marker right now, but I was using pencil here. So if you think you're gonna make a mistake, it's best that you start with a pencil so you can erase it later, and you can just outline it with a marker at a later time. So I'm gonna switch to my pencil just so you can see that I'm using pencil too. Okay, now I'm gonna do a letter V. So I'm gonna go all the way up like this nose, all the way up and down. So letter V upside down, okay? See that letter V upside down? And we can put a little nose right on top. Little nose right on top that letter V. Right there. All right, I'm gonna make a little bit more space for the rest of the shark. Okay, so now that we have this part, we're gonna draw letter V for the fin. So go to about the middle of the mouth. See the moon shape, middle of the mouth, and put a little dot here, and then just connect it all the way to the middle. And that's what this fin is going to come, about a middle, so about here. And you can erase this part. Right there, about a middle. Okay, that's another letter V. That's our first fin. All right, next part is a letter U. I'm going to show it to you here. Letter U. Nice large letter U all the way. Do you see how big this letter U is? Okay. Large letter U. Whoops. Letter U. Just like that. Now we're going to connect our shark, the bottom, all the way to the top. But before we do that, actually, let's go ahead, and I'm going to change this view like this to the second part. Let's go ahead and draw this top fin. So where the V ends, we're going to go up, 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 and make upside down V, upside down. Actually, it looks like M, really, like letter M. Okay, for the fin. And then you're gonna go slanted, skinnier, because it gets skinnier a little bit. And then you're gonna connect the bottom of the shark. See it here? You're gonna connect the bottom all the way to the letter M. So we're gonna go ahead and connect it to the mouth. So mouth and all the way here. There we go. And if it's too skinny, you can if this part got too skinny, and it should be a little thicker, you can make the U a little smaller. It got too skinny for me too, and that's okay. We're gonna erase it and we're gonna fix it up so he's not too skinny here. You're just gonna go over that anyway with these lines, with shading over that, and those are gonna cover all those lines that we may draw in the body. So don't worry if you can't erase it all the way, because we're gonna cover it up with black markers. And now the two fins right here, two letter V shapes, letter V again. What did we forget? We need kind of like a tongue and an eye, and we need the gills. Remember, sharks don't have lungs, they breathe from the gills. And we already have the nose. Okay, so we're gonna do the gills, and these are just lines here. And then let's do our cute little shark eye, and you can do your own kind, and these are such a great examples here. These are student examples, and they're amazing. Amazing drawings. Do you see that? All right, I'll put one here so you can see. Ta-da! Okay, so the eye is gonna be in this area. So about, if this was a clock and this is 12, 1, 2, 3, about 3 o'clock. Well, 3 o'clock. This is 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, about 2 o'clock. Right there. And you can leave a little sparkle in his eye if you don't color it all the way. You can leave a little white, and that's going to give you that cute little sparkle in his eye. Okay. So now that we have that, we can put few V's over here, few fins over here, V shape, V shape, V shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5. And this V, let's make it sharp. Sharp V, like we did the teeth. So it looks more like a fin. And we're gonna shade everything now. So let's go ahead and take our let's take our black crayon, and we're gonna start shading. The way we're gonna shade this, do you see how I shade it down? I'm making kind of circles and shade. And I'm shading down, creating like maybe letter, what letter is this? Like little U shapes, I think. But I'm going, baby line, curved line, so it makes it look like the shark's body is curved. And I think I want mine a little bit thicker. And I'm just gonna darken it down here. So I'm gonna blend it out, and this is called shading. Perfect. I like it. And same shading is gonna happen around the fins and nose. So the darkest area are the details from the edge, and then you're gonna soften it and soften it as I'm going. I'm making it lighter and lighter to shade it on an angle kind of thing, okay? So dark to light, dark to light, and leave some white areas as well. Don't cover everything because you want to have some light coming, making it look more 3D looking. You can shade the fin, the gills, and the fins down here, and all around our shark. I'm gonna show you some more examples. I'm gonna turn my shark this way so you can see better, and it helps me with shading. So the darkest with my crayon, I go on the edge, and then softer and softer. Darkest, I'm pushing really hard here, and I'm gonna make this V nose a little bit curvier, a little bit thicker. And then I'm gonna shade and shade and shade and make the nose darker. And I'm shading to lighter and leave some areas white. It's gonna look nice and 3D. Wow. It's already looking so amazing. And again, finish the bottom. Now I used gray crayon also in the white areas to give it a nice gray shark color. We don't get to use gray crayon too much, but don't cover all of the white areas. Leave some in, even if you're gonna use a gray crayon. Just leave the white in there too. Next part is we're gonna draw this menacing mouth. So color it in with, we didn't do like number 3 here for the mouth, tongue, and then color it in all the way in with red crayon or pink crayon, whatever color you want, burgundy, you pick purple, whatever color you like. I'm picking nice, really rich red color. And if I push hard, it's gonna be darker. I even have a darker red I can go over. You pick the color you like for some more shading. I'm even gonna add some black crayon to my eyes so it looks darker on the bottom, like so. I'm gonna give him some shading under the eye too. Wow, that's looking amazing. All right, so now the next part is we're gonna cut the shark out and gonna use this blue paper to continue our drawing. And before I go cut it out, I'm gonna show you some awesome sharks here. A student in 1st grade told me this is an orca. Awesome. And we've got one right here. Wow. And another one on the other side. Look at that. This one is jumping out of the water. And there is another amazing one. Isn't that fun? Look at that. And look at the back side. We did 2 styles. There's another video on how to do this V-shaped style, big triangle style, just the head coming out. And that video is gonna be at the end linked so you can see it. All right, so now this one is eating a fish. And that's the other style we tried. Look how amazing the water looks. And we've got something so creative here. This one is a unicorn shark with a rainbow. And a few more examples. Let's see, was there anything on the back? No? There's two sharks here, and the face is coming out of the water here. Isn't that amazing? This one looks like a whale shark. And there's one, just the face coming out. From our most talented first grade artists. As you can see, they have so much talent. Look at this one. Look at the expression. And there's even a squid. Amazing artwork. Look at these jaws. Okay, so we have our jaws. We have our shark ready. We used the numbers C and V, and we used a U, right? Now it's time for cutting. Remember, it's easier to cut if you just cut around. Sometimes it's best to cut in sections, like around the teeth. You want to cut it out of the big paper first, and then when you're done cutting the larger section, then you go do the details. So I'm going to cut this off so it's not in my way, and then I am going to continue cutting the bigger sections. So if it's okay and if it's not in your way, leave it. But if it's in your way, cut it out so it's not prohibiting you from cutting. So yeah, I help myself by cutting. Oops, don't do this. If it happens, look, happens to the teacher, it happens to everybody. So if it does happen, we have glue sticks, don't worry. You can glue it right back on. I was in a rush. I'm trying to keep the video a little shorter, but you take your time. Don't rush like Miss Kramer. Okay, take your time. All right, so we're gonna cut around the shark nicely. And when we do the teeth, we're just gonna cut the big section out, like so, like that. And now we can concentrate. And we're gonna clean up, of course, all the scraps. So we want our tables nice and clean when we go to the next step. So we're gonna cut out this big section. Now I'm gonna cut in the V shapes. I'm just gonna get closer and I'm gonna be very careful cutting the teeth out. Okay. And you can cut out that paper that's in your way so you can continue without obstructions. Around, take your time and cut around those teeth so they remain nice and sharp. Don't cut them off. Take your time. Okay. All right, I am done and I'm ready to glue it on the nice blue paper. I'm just gonna use this opposite side so that I will have a sample on both sides. And choose a position where you want your shark to be. Is it coming out of the paper a little bit like this? That would be fun. Put these papers away. Clean up our desk. Miss Kramer has to clean up her desk too. And yeah, maybe mine is gonna be coming out a bit, out of the paper. That's fun, I like that idea. On this one, I'm gonna make it come out of the paper. I love that. Okay, now that I chose my position, turn your shark over, apply glue stick, and position your shark where you want it. All right, we have everything secured and glued securely, even the teeth and the face. Let's just do that around. Just put a little more glue here, a little more glue here. Under the fins, don't forget there. There we go. Now we're getting ready to create these beautiful details like splashes of water and some waves, some water for the shark to live in, right? So let's go ahead and create some splashes. So these are gonna be just teardrops here and there, teardrops everywhere as the shark comes out of the water. And we can make waves for him to break the water, and bunch of waves this way and splashes of water any way you like. Then you get to use, and you can use black crayon. I just switched to marker for visibility, but you can use black crayon for all of these details. I'm using black crayon now so you can see. If you don't have a black marker, don't worry. You can just use black crayon. And then go ahead and use blue accents and create your gorgeous water. Lots of students created gorgeous water here, like I showed you before. Look at all of these amazing shading on the water, right? Okay, so we are going to use all different kinds of blues and white. If you have a white crayon too, you can put white on your splashing water drops, water drops, and any accents that you want in there, like fish, small fish. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe there was a fish trying to escape, like flying fish. How about there's gonna be a little fish, letter V, and some oval shape and some fins, and she's a little fish. I'll make her red. There we go. But you can make yours green or make bunch of fish jumping away from the shark. White accent on the blue paper looks great too. Just like so. And you take your time shading and coloring your water and make an amazing ocean. And I'll see you in our next art class. And be creative. Don't forget, your shark can be a rainbow unicorn shark too. And I'll see you in our next class. Now is your turn.